Jennifer Peterson, my grandmother, was a strong, independent woman who lived a loving and fruitful life. She accomplished more in her life than anybody could dream of, while establishing a family. She truly had it all. Now, before I dive into her accomplishments, I just want to tell you a little bit about her. She was born in a small Iowa city on December 8th, 1947. She belonged to a set of twins, along with two brothers. At the age of 17, she met Nick Tonti, a Pennsylvania soldier, who she went on to marry and have her first and only child with, Darlene Tonti. Now, their marriage was troubled, so she made the courageous decision to divorce Nick and move her and her daughter. In a letter she wrote him, she said, "I love you, but this is the best possible decision I can make for our daughter." Now, Jennifer Peterson packed up her entire life and moved to Nipomo, California. As an art major, she knew she had to use her creative skills to find a career that would best support her and her daughter. So she enrolled in night classes for floral design. There, she was inspired to open her very own floral shop. So she went on to pursue a business degree as well. Now, after obtaining the degrees she needed, she worked as a freelance florist in an old barn. She used a studio, and she went on to teach home design. In an article in Flowers and Sympathy, she said that she learned 3 times as fast from learning from her students' mistakes. Now, reading on in the article, I learned that only a couple years later, she was able to live her dream and open up her own flower shop. With the help of her family, including newlywed husband Delhart Peterson, they were able to renovate a 100-year-old church and open shop. Now, Jennifer Peterson was known to be business savvy. She talked local growers into donating flowers to her shop. She attended bridal shows, and she recycled used flowers that she had left over from centerpieces to save money. Now, in the article, the interviewer asked her why she knew she was going to be so successful. And she said, "People aren't going to stop buying flowers. They're not going to give up the peace of mind and pleasure that flowers give them." After many years in her quaint flower shop, she decided for a change of pace. So she sold her business and divorced Delhart Peterson after falling out of love with him, of course, and moved her and her daughter to Tucson, Arizona. Now in Tucson, she was going to continue to live a successful life while still establishing her family. Now, Jennifer knew that there wasn't a need for a florist or a flower shop in Tucson, so she decided to take a different route. Now, while on a journey to find a new career, she stumbled upon a very masculine profession, a profession she would never see herself in: maintenance. But being the career-driven person that she is, she took the position and ran with it. Professionally, she skyrocketed, and she was promoted to maintenance supervisor. Now, even though she was busy maintaining and managing up to 5 properties, she still made time for her 6 grandchildren. Every Friday, she picked them up right on the dot after school, and she spent the entire weekend with them. This helped her overworked daughter, who had to work 3 jobs to pay the bills, immensely. Now, she was also known to use her creative skills to help with every school project, to make every Halloween costume, and to help plan every family event. Her grandson, Aubriano Tonti, said once that he wanted a SpongeBob piñata for his birthday. His mom couldn't afford it, so his grandmother scrounged around the whole entire house to find materials to make a SpongeBob. She even used eggshells as his eyes. And he said, quote, "It was pretty rad." Now, unfortunately, the memories that her grandchildren have of her are pretty limited, since she passed away while they were still pretty young. Alas, the memories they do have of her are unforgettable and very pleasant. There is no doubt that my grandmother, Jennifer Peterson, lived a very successful life. She flourished in every profession that she pursued. She established a very loving family. She truly had it all.